What's up, everybody? Just go to Demonic Hydrophonic. So, as I was thinking about how to begin this video, because I got a couple of things I wanted to talk about, like how I'm going to remember them or whatever, because I didn't take any notes, and I just kind of going off the fly. Well, anyways, while I was thinking about how to start, something popped into my head that I haven't thought about in a long time, and it was one of the first books, if not the very first book. I think it was the first book I ever read on witchcraft or the occult, was Witchcraft Theory and Practice by Constantino. And I haven't really heard a lot about Constantino now. I've heard V.K. Jehannam mention him here and there, but not too many other people. I don't think I've ever heard anybody else besides V.K. mention Constantino. So it was, anyways, when it pops into my head, one of the things that in his book, Witchcraft Theory and Practice, he talks about good light, and good dark and bad dark. I don't know who needs to hear this, but basically good light would be somebody who works in the light, that's genuinely a good person. Good dark would be the same thing, but they just work in the dark. Bad light would be somebody who uses the light, but they're really just not that good a person. I think there's we can think of a lot of examples, televangelists. A lot of people have used Christianity for this thing and other religions, you know. And then there are bad dark, which you can classify however you'd like. I mean, I don't think I have to give examples for anything else. So, why for whatever reason that popped into my head. Okay, so as I was thinking about other things to talk about, there is a couple other things popped into my head. So one of the things I've been working on is third eye visualization, like just really working on being able to see better with my third eye. This is like a constant thing. Like for me, it's always like I'm always like learning a new way to. Just because I've done something in the past, let's just get see something in my mind's eye, doesn't mean I'm not going to try other techniques on how to do it better. You know what I'm saying? Like. For me, I'm always trying to improve. So I came across some stuff. I don't know if anybody's ever heard. I'm sure some of you have heard of Magic Eye. Magic Eye and I'll show you, is back in the 90s or around 2000s. Can y'all see that shit? Yeah. There was this. They had these posters that look just like this shit, and what you do, you're supposed to stare at this image until it like kind of loses focus, and then like you can see like a sailboat or like fucking birds or whatever, anything. There's like hidden images in there, and then you just stare at this like wavy shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? So what I would always do is I'd cross my eyes, which kind of links to the looking up into your third eye when you're practicing. I think with in some of the Hindu religions, you know, like whenever you're working on your third eye, you're supposed to look up and towards your third eye. And it's the eyes kind of cross. Well, they do cross, but it's so I found that kind of interesting. So Magic Eye is a way to do that, because what you're doing is like, say you look at this point, and then you take this away, and you just still stare at that point. So your eyes kind of cross because there's nothing there. But if you put your hand back there, it's completely clear and in view. Right, it's like that's what your eyes are like honed to look at, or focused in to look at. So you move it, everything else is like blurry, until you just adjust your eyes into seeing like everything else at different distances, right? So I guess even when I've watched like E.A. Coedian videos, when he would talk about you see the thing, I think like you pull back. I think that's what he was talking about, is like pulling back. I never really got too much into E.A. But like you pull back, and then like so you pull back your vision. So when it's way over there, you pull it back, so you cross your eyes, basically. From what I could gather, like I said, I never really got super into E.A. Coedian, but anyways, so there's that. And then they have other exercises like aura, like seeing people's auras, like aura exercise images. You can look that up, and they have different things that you can do. So there's like exercises like that. It's not all just meditative. I would say do not drive after this. Like after I do these kinds of exercises, and I'll show you something. It does kind of fuck with your head a little bit. So you might get a little woozy. At least I did. So I would say watch out for that. But anyway, so I've been working with Kali. So I got a couple things from Kali today. I got some Gnosis from Kali. This is from a couple of days ago. And I got, so I've been doing like the mantras. And the mantras, when you've been working with Kali, I got this book by Bal Kagmun, Kali Mantra Magic. And I've been doing them. It's almost like a path working. It has certain days that are attributed to do certain mantras. I've done this with certain mantras, but other ones I'm kind of just like doing whatever. Like right now I'm working on doing my 10,000 repetitions of a certain mantra, because it's said that in the book, it says after, like, it says 1,000 or 10,000, you're supposed to gain mastery over the mantra. So you're supposed to do it in one sitting. However, I can't do it in one sitting, so I'm just going to do them like as many as I can in a day and see how that works out for me, or whatever. You know, like some of these mantras are kind of long. Some of these, 10,000 is a lot to do. And what I found interesting about that is it correlates to 10,000 hours to mastery. So there's an author named Gladwell who explains that reaching 10,000 hour rule, it's the 10,000 hour rule, which he considers to be the key to success in any field. It's simply a matter of practicing a specific task that can be accomplished within 20 hours of work a week for 10 years. So basically, if you do something over and over and over again, after 10,000 hours, you become a master at whatever this thing it is you're doing, like whatever, drawing or anything. You're constantly growing. So I found it interesting that it correlated with the 10,000 mantras, though the timeline is different. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's all of that. So now I will go on to the 108 mantras. Like, so I know in a video before I talked about how there was like a 108, but I wasn't really sure what the 108 meant. It meant something. I did find out later, so I'm actually going to explain what the 108 means. So 108 has long been considered a sacred number in Hinduism and yoga. Renowned mathematicians of Vedic culture viewed 108 as a number of the wholeness of existence. This number also connects the sun, moon, and earth. The average distance of the sun and the moon to the earth is 108 times their respective diameters. So I thought that was kind of cool. That was kind of interesting. So that's what 108, that's why there's 108 beads, and that's why you say the mantra is 108 times. It's a sacred number, and that's why. So, on to the Gnosis. So this is what I got from Kali after I did a ritual, and the book also talks about certain candle colors and things like that. However, I just been kind of using whatever candles I have, and I don't have, like right now because of the pandemic, I don't really have a chance to go out and get the stuff that I really want. Plus, I'm not going to order this shit from Amazon. Candles on Amazon are wicked fucking expensive, and I don't have the money to be buying all that shit. Some of those candles are way fucking expensive, dude. So anyway, this is what I got from her. I am the darkness and the flame. Behold my temper of blackened fire. Lustful guiles of rampage are my dance floors, and I sing for you in lustful thunder. Let the light be as one. In time my hands shall cleanse the earth, bereaved by heartache, though born anew. As the leader of my people, sing songs to the dead, for they are part of you. They are your shadow. I don't know why I got of 3 times. I didn't actually even notice that until like I looked on the actual paper that I channeled from, and I saw of 3 times. I was like, why is that fucking 3 times? Well, anyways, the way I am, if I channel it, no matter how weird it is or whatever, I write it. So if this doesn't make any sense to some of you, I understand. If it makes perfect sense to you, cool. But that's what I have for you so far. So hopefully this video helps somebody out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, share it with your friends. If you hate it, share it with your enemies.